Hello dear students. So we are back with another video today. The most important for the MCQs and the limits, that is section 44. This is the part 1 of section 44 and today we will discuss section 44AA and section 44AB, the most important head of the business head, the most important sections. And in the part 2, I'll give you a very simple and gist table for all the presumptive taxations. That is section 44A, D, AE, ADA. These limits are asked, based on this problems are asked, MCQs are asked, and the penalties related to these sections are very important for final students also, right? So here we go. I'm sharing my screen and almost we are near to September end now. So we'll be coming up with these updated videos and revision classes chapter wise on our YouTube channel. So just subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed, right? And here I go and share the screen. Please make this video more engaging. Leave your comments, leave your doubts so that we can make it still more better for all of you, right? So gist of all the section 44. Take lot of notes. Just pause the video and take lot of notes so that you are comfortable reading it one day before the exam, right? So now, business and profession head, I call it is the bread butter for we chartered accountants, right or not? They say, section 44 says that if your turnover or your income exceeds some limits, you need to maintain the books of accounts under section 44AA. And if you don't maintain the books of accounts, then there is a penalty under section 271A that is up to 25,000 rupees. Section 44AB, where we use our autograph as a practicing chartered accountant, right? So it says that if your turnover or gross receipts exceed some limits, then you have to get your books audited by a chartered accountant in practice and then submit the audited copy audit report along with your return. So now here, if the books of accounts are not audited, then the penalty under section 2, this was 271A. 271B is 0.5% of the turnover or 1,50,000, whichever is less. Is this clear to all of you? So now let us check the limits of the turnover and the income in detail. Okay, right. Okay, there are different limits for maintaining the books of accounts for the professionals. So we should know that who are professionals. They are having some specified skills, some degree, and they are working as professionals like film artist, chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary, art director, music director, dress designers, interior decorators. So these are all called as professionals. We should know this definition in detail so that when we study it here, it should be clear with the limits. 1 minute. I need to adjust my screen because I have taken lot of efforts to bring this table in front of you so that all the limits are clear at a glance. Make the gist of this table. You need not even write so much what I have written. Just write the limits, keep it with you so that one day before the exam you can revise from here. Section 44A, it says you have to maintain books of accounts. If it is individual and HUF, other than professionals, only individual and HUF, then in case of existing business, if the income exceeds 2,50,000 or turnover or gross receipts exceeds 25 lakhs in any one of the preceding 3 years. Now previous year for us says 19 and 20. Then before year ending 19, year ending 18, year ending 17, 16. So 3 years ending at 2019. Any 1 year if the turnover exceeds 25 lakhs or These conditions are odd. Both need not satisfy. Your turnover exceeded 25 lakhs, but your income is 2 lakhs. Then also you have to maintain the books of accounts. Okay, my turnover exceeded 25 lakhs in 2017, but in 2018, income and turnover are both below the limit. Then should I maintain the books? Yes. Because in the running year it is less, but in the last 3 years, that means once you maintain the books, you have to maintain it for 3 years. So for existing business, for individual and HUF, income exceeding 2,50,000 or turnover exceeding 25 lakhs, they have to maintain the books of accounts. What about new business? This is my first year. Should I maintain or not? Then if I have a chance that my income is likely, the word likely is used, I expect that my income will exceed 250 or my turnover or my gross receipts will exceed 25 lakhs, then we should maintain the books. Other than individual and HUF, firms and companies and all, if income exceeds 1,20,000 and turnover exceeds 10 lakhs, same, in any of the preceding 3 years, maintain books. In case of new business, in the existing present year, if we feel that income is likely to exceed the 1,20,000 and 10 lakh limit, then maintain the books. Now, in case of specified profession, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants and all, if the gross receipts, income limit is not there, if the gross receipt exceeds 1,50,000 in all the 3 years, in all the preceding 3 years, right, then maintain the books of accounts, right? So here it is continuous 3 years. If the gross receipts exceeds 1,50,000, then they have to maintain the books of accounts. And if it is newly set up and in any of the previous year, the chances are that income of the professional will exceed 1,50,000, then they are maintaining books of accounts. So these are income tax limits, GST limits and all are different. For maintaining books of accounts, individual HUF 250 and 25 lakhs, other than individual 120 and 10 lakhs, and for professionals, income limit is not there. Gross receipts, if it exceeds 1,50,000 continuously for the 3 years, then they are required to maintain the books of accounts, right? Now, once we say maintain books of accounts, you can't go to a nearby stationery shop and just buy registers, right? And maintain it somehow. No. Sections are saying maintain books of accounts. Then we have rule. So we have rule 6F, right? Which says that books of accounts are to be maintained, that is cash book, ledger, invoices above 25 rupees, any expenditure bill above 50 rupees. And if it is a doctor, they have to maintain the daily case history register also. How many years books are maintained? The most important question asked in MCQs. So books of accounts are to be maintained for 6 years from the end of the relevant assessment year. That means from this year's books are to be maintained for 7 years. Or at the end of the relevant assessment year, 6 years. So including that assessment year from the previous year, 7 years. Now where should we maintain the books of accounts? If I am having a business or profession, can I keep my books at my home? No. Books of accounts are to be maintained at the principal place of business. Head office or principal place, not on some godown or somewhere. And if we have 2-3 branches and all and we are maintaining separate books, every branch, every place we have to maintain books. Now we have to maintain books in case of individual and all. We will study in part 2 of section 44 presumptive taxation. So in case of presumptive taxation also, if some limits are given, like for 44 AD, you should show at least 8% of your turnover as your income. So if you have calculated presumptive income lower than the limits given in 44 AD, AE, BB, BBB and all, then also you have to maintain the books and you have to get your books audited. I hope this video has helped you, right? So we have covered section 44AA. Note down the limits, the gist, pause the video, take lot of notes and let me know. I have taken lot of efforts in preparing this table. You see that in the part 2, a very nice gist table for all the sections of 44 in one single table, right? So if you're liking this knowledge, do hit the like button and do share this video with your friends, right? Going next to the bread and butter of we chartered accountants, section 44AB. It says if your turnover or gross receipts in the previous year exceeds 1 crore, you have to get your books audited. Some students are confused, so I want to clarify. Turnover limit is 2 crores for 44AD, presumptive taxation. Here it is 1 crore. If your turnover or gross receipts exceed 1 crore, get your books of accounts audited. And if you're a professional, if your gross receipts exceed 50 lakhs, get your books audited, right? And if you have submitted your return and presumptive taxation, but you're arguing, my business doesn't give a net profit of 8%, I want to show 3%. Okay, maintain books as per section 44AA, get it audited as per 44AB. So this is also one of the reason C and D are in presumptive taxation. If you want to show lower income, you have to get your books audited. And please remember the due date of filing the return in case of tax audit is 30th of September. Yeah, these dates and all have been extended to November. None of the provisions of COVID which have come after March are applicable for November exam. No, nothing. What you have studied with us, that is only applicable previous year 19 and 20. So normal due date for tax audit is 30th of September. If you submit the return on time to avoid the penalties and interest, but you have not submitted audit report, it is treated as a defective return under section 139(9). So you have to get your books audited on time and you have to submit the return on time to avoid this penalty also, which is 0.5% of turnover or 1,50,000, right? So take lot of notes and wait for the coming week to see the part 2 of the presumptive taxation, especially the changes in the vehicle and all that will be clear in section 44AD and 44AE. Thank you so much for watching the video till end. Wish you very all the best. Yeah, one more thing, sorry, I missed is, in the description box, I have given the playlist of so many amendment videos in the TDS, in the buyback sections, and in the capital gain, whatever are the amendments. Separate videos have been prepared and all are collected and they have been put up in the playlist. So do watch the playlist and take lot of notes. This is the only way we can be connected because our coaching is over, and revision classes, of course, we will do definitely for all of you. What else do you need? What is the topic you want me to make video which will clarify the things? And from this Word document, is it clear or not? Please use headphones for watching this and all of my videos, and watch it preferably in a laptop or tab in full screen so that you can have a wonderful view of this Word document. And still, I feel technology, you all students are quite ahead than me. Anything you want to help me out, give me suggestions, please put it in the comment box. Stay focused. All the best. Bye-bye.